Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute.
Hey guys, today's video is going to be extra boring. I took a rest day from the gym and I have a couple errands to run. I did some work and I have a bunch of laundry to do. Gary's getting ready to leave town for I guess from Tuesday to Friday I think he's gonna be gone, and I'm leaving town tomorrow just for the night. So we'll have kind of a crazy week starting tomorrow, but yeah, I got some stuff to get done, and it's rainy as shit outside. It's like 40 degrees and I'm wearing my NMDs in the rain like an idiot, and yeah, so today is just one of those days. I just wanted to take a quick second to talk about something that I think is really important and I have addressed in multiple client updates this morning, and that is the subject of balance and finding balance over times like the holidays. It can be really hard. The way that I find balance is going to be completely different than how a mother of multiple children who has a household to run and a job to go to every day, we're gonna find balance in different ways, but if you have goals, you still need to find it regardless. Don't let things going on in your life hold you back from achieving the things that you want to achieve. And I try so hard to get the women in my life that are under my wing to understand this. Like, your children are always gonna be there until they're 18 and moved out of the house. They want for you to be happy and healthy too. Or like having a husband or other people to cook for. Completely understand, but at the same time, it's doable. And I try so hard to help people figure out how they can do it. Making gym time, like, it needs to be done. You need to find a kind of exercise you love doing. If you don't love lifting weights, fine. Do I tell my clients they should lift weights? Yes, because they should. But that doesn't mean they're going to. I would rather you find a way to exercise that you love. Do you love doing yoga? Do you love doing group classes? You know, do what you love to do, because especially if your goal is weight loss, those other kinds of exercise are still going to be calorie burn and they're still going to help you lose weight. But the biggest, obviously the biggest thing that I care about for the majority of my clients that are just with me for nutrition is the way they handle their diet from day to day. Everyone should find their balance. If you don't want to track macros, don't track macros. That's not for everybody. Not everybody loves putting numbers to their food. For me, it's really helped me. And I know it's not an issue for me because I could step off of tracking any day of the week and not give a flying shit. Like, it doesn't bother me. And then the next day I just get right back to it. And if that's the mentality you have and you're capable of doing that with no issue, that's a great thing. That's how I have to give myself balance on weekends where we have friends or family in town, or when it's a holiday or someone's birthday. I find a way that works for me, whether it's that I just don't track that day at all, but every other day I do, so it doesn't really affect anything, or whether I choose to loosely track my food and guess how much I've eaten rather than weighing it, or prioritize protein and water and just not worry about everything else. Whatever it may be, there's always an option to find balance, and you have to figure out what works for you. Being completely off your program 7 days a week is not finding a balance. I do my best to make sure that everyone is healthy in as many ways as I possibly can make sure they are. I don't just want to know what the scale says every morning. Like, that is the very smallest piece of what I do for you. I want to know when you're feeling good, when you have energy, and when you're sleeping well, and when everything just feels good all throughout your body and is functioning normally. Like, that's important. And I've got people who came to me to start at literally, I've had a couple people who started with me from previous diets at 700 calories. That's how little they were eating, and they didn't even know it. It's complete bullshit, and it's heartbreaking for me when I can't get someone to see the light, and when I can't get someone to just give it their all and, you know, really dedicate themselves to it, even for just a short period of time. Just dedicate yourself to it, and don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for why you're going to fail before you even start. That's all that I want for all of my clients. Give it what you've got. It is never going to be perfect. I don't expect for it to be perfect. I feel like I tell them that enough. Like, I do not expect every day to be perfect. But you have hired me for a reason, and even if it's just for accountability, I'm trying to keep you accountable. You need to find a balance that makes sense, a balance that still pushes you toward your goals. And it's okay for you to step back and say, well, you know, I don't know if I care enough to cut that out, or to change the way that I do, you know, this or that every week or whatever. That's perfectly fine. All I want at the end of the day is for you to be honest with yourself and be honest with me about it. Because finding balance, it doesn't matter what kind of diet you're on. Having a balanced mentality about what you're doing is everything. I have heard so many people, so many women that are like on these restrictive diet programs where there's like a list of foods you can follow and whatnot. I've heard them ask, like, hey, I'm going on vacation. How should I handle this? Because this is not at all what they serve there. And it leaves you feeling like a complete failure the entire time that you're vacationing, when you should be enjoying your vacation. I will never put anyone on a diet like that. So for me, flexible dieting is the way to go. You know, it's a very inclusive diet, even though it does require you to limit certain things that you may want to eat more of. It's a very inclusive diet, and that's the way that I prefer to help people and to teach them about their bodies and keep them on track. It's easy to monitor when you're very honest about what you're taking in. It's extremely easy for me and for you to see what's going on with your body. And so that's why I use the program I do. With that being said, tracking macros is not for everybody. If you don't like putting numbers to your food, it's not going to be for you. If you have disordered eating behavior, it's not for you. Tracking your food, putting numbers to your food could easily cause even more so disordered behavior, and I would never want to do that to anybody. I do not take competition prep people. I don't know anything about that. I've never competed, and if I was going to do it, I would have to charge more for it because it would be more time consuming for me. But I would feel uncomfortable doing that because I feel like you would be paying good money for a service that wouldn't be as good as if you're with someone who was more knowledgeable about that, or who had competed themselves before, or whatever it may be. All I take on is people who, as a lifestyle, want to make a change. And those are the people that I'm trying to help. So figure out what works for you and do it. Every single day, figure out what works for you and continuously, every day, put forth the effort to do it. That's how you're going to succeed at anything in life, not just whatever your body-related goal is. So that's it for that rant. I'm gonna continue running my errands now. Okay, bye.